Konnichiwa minasan, Pu-chan desu. Welcome back to Easy Anime Japanese Lesson 3, KoSoADo Words. This might be a bit of a review for those of you who followed the lessons on my other channel, but these words are important enough to deserve a second lesson since you will hear them all the time and they'll help you say a lot more things in Japanese pretty quickly. They are called KoSoADo words because they come in sets of words that each start with ko, so, a, or do, and those beginnings give them a certain meaning. The KoSoADo part means something about location. The general rule is that ko refers to something close to the person speaking, so refers to something close to the person who is being spoken to, a refers to something far away from both the speaker and the person being spoken to, and do turns the work into a question. It's not always as simple as that, but that's a basic rule for these sets of words. As always, it's a lot easier to see some examples, so let's take a look at some. First, you take the ko and add re, and you get kore. Since ko means close to the person speaking, and re means a thing, kore means a thing close to the speaker, or this. Kore wa pen desu. Same thing if I add so to re, and I get sore, which means a thing close to the person being spoken to, or that. Sore wa hon desu. That is a book. Are is that over there. Are wa karuma desu. That over there is a car. Finally, you have do, which makes the thing a question. So you have dore, or which thing. Inu wa dore desu ka? Which one is a dog? Now that you've seen the pattern, let's look at some examples. First, we have kore, or this. In this clip from Sword Art Online, Kirito realizes that the game is becoming real. He says, kore wa kenjitsu da, or this is real. Notice the e wa bi da format that we talked about in the last lesson. Next is sore, or that, next to the listener. Here I have a clip from Bleach where Rukia is saying something is impossible. She says, sore wa muri da, or that is impossible.
Sore wa muri da.
Next we have are, or that thing over there. From Death Note, we have Misa saying that those are not her fingerprints. She says, are wa watashi no shimon janai. Listen for are.
Are wa watashi no shimon janai.
Finally, we have dore, or which. In Ao no Exorcist, Mephisto says, dore ga okonomi desu ka? Or which one is your preference?
Sa? Dore ga okonomi desu ka?
A little bonus here, okonomi means preference, or the way you choose something, and yaki means something like cooked or grilled, so okonomiyaki means grilled the way you like it, and it's kind of a Japanese pancake that's fantastic. I highly recommend you check it out sometime. It's one of my favorites. Now that you've got the pattern, let's look at a few of the other endings that can be used with the KoSoADo beginnings. We have the ending no, which also means things, so you get kono, this, sono, that, ano, that over there, and dono, which. But there's a pretty cool difference between the two. In English, I can say this is good, or I can say this book is good. But in Japanese, you use two different words to say the word this, depending on if you use a noun after it. So, kore wa ii desu means this is good, but you can't say kore hon ii desu for this book is good. You can't put a noun after kore, you have to use kono hon wa ii desu to say this book is good. Here's a couple of examples. My favorite example of kono is from Kuroko no Basuke, where a player says kono steki steki, or this steak is great.
Kono steki, steki.
This is my favorite because it's a pun. Steki means steak, and it can also mean awesome. Check out my video on sounding cool in Japanese for more clips like that. For sono, let's check out a clip from Sword Art Online where Kirito tells Asuna to try using some butter on her bread. He says, sono pan ni tsukatte miru yo.
Sono pan ni tsukatte miru yo.
Sono pan means that bread over by you, because the so means by the listener. So that's two different ways to say this, that over there, and which. What other words can we make? We can use ko for places, and we get koko here, soko there, asoko over there. Notice this one isn't ako like you might expect, and doko where. A little more formally, you can use chi for the same words. Kochi, sochi, achi, and dochi. That's 4 sets of KoSoADo words that will help your vocab a lot. There are a few more, but we'll cover those in later lessons. Be sure to check out the link in the description to a Google Doc with all the vocab used in all of the lessons. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and until next time, ganbatte!